Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka B.Rich Beauty, aka your beauty best friend. Happy Friday, y'all! My Lord, we've made it to the end of the week. Oh, so much so that we still have to talk about this election, honey, because it is going and going like the Energizer Bunny. We're talking about the election. We're talking about Braxton Family Value and the premiere of it. We're talking about TEKASHI 6ix9ine, his kidnapper getting jail time. Child, we're talking about that and a lot more. You know what to do. Grab your tea and grab your beverage. Let go. My. I don't know about y'all, but my TV has not changed channel from CNN in the last 72 hours. Since election night, actually. Okay, I will say this. It's gone from CNN to my local news and back again, to the point where when I'm on calls, CNN is on mute, and when I'm off of calls, CNN is playing in the background. You would think CNN is the top 40 and 40 in my house, because y'all know I love R&B music. Now, here's the thing. First of all, I have never been prouder to be from Atlanta. Not only am I grow up in Atlanta, went to school in Atlanta, and I consider myself to be a Georgia peach, but I grew up on the south side of Atlanta, Clayton County in particular. Now, let me tell you something about Clayco. Don't run up, because you will get done up. Okay? Highway 85, everything else in between. I have never been prouder than I am right now to say I'm from Atlanta. And right now, I'm going to go ahead and rep the South Side, y'all. So I say that to say that Biden is now in the lead in Georgia. When was the last time Georgia went blue? Oh, the Clinton administration. That's how long it's been. Come through Georgia in a clutch. And breaking news, haha. Grab your tea, beauty besties. Biden now has the lead in Pennsylvania. Baby, now you know it's still too early to call it, but baby, I feel like each day I can exhale a little bit more. I feel like Whitney Houston in the movie Waiting to Exhale when she hugged him and she let out that slow exhale. That's how I feel as it relates to this election. Each day we get closer and closer. Now I will say this. West Coast, Nevada. Now, y'all know it should not be taking y'all long to run up these votes. Y'all got strippers down in the valley that can count these votes just as fast as they count their coins. Y'all got blackjack dealers that can count these votes the way they count these chips. What is taking so long, Nevada? Okay? I feel some kind of way. In Arizona, can we please just go ahead and call Arizona for Biden? I feel like y'all got all the votes in, but if he gets Pennsylvania, it's a wrap. If he gets Pennsylvania, if he gets Nevada, if he gets Arizona, and now that he has Georgia, pew, 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 pew. We got this election, y'all. We have got him out the house. Now, I'm not celebrating because, it is Jumanji 2020 and anything can happen. But I am just saying that each moment I feel like I can exhale a little bit more. Now, here's the thing. Here's where it gets cray because it's his administration. His chief of staff is already alluding to the fact that if he loses, he will potentially run again in the 2024 election. Excuse me? I don't know about you, but once we escape this twilight zone, I don't want to go back to what these last 4 years have looked like. And you know what's dangerous is because of how riled up he has his base, if and when Biden gets this election, we will have 4 years of him that they will try to paint Trump as being the saint in terms of when he was a president, that we actually could go back to being where we were currently 4 years ago. It's so sad how now here's my thing, because it's so sad that they are able to still spew this type of rhetoric and get away with it. But my thing is, if he gets out of this office and the Republicans really are able to be done with him, do you think, oh, I'm out. Oh no, I'm out. Okay, guys, so as a side note, I just recently finished Schitt's Creek, and I'm a little upset that none of my beauty besties told me how amazing it was. Mommy Mel had to tell me how great it was, and I've watched it, and I love Myra's accent. Anyways, I just want to know, are the Republicans done with him? Like, are they going to back him anymore? Are they going to do like they do with everybody else, you know, and flip the script and be like, oh, you? Oh, yeah, you were president at once. Oh, yeah, no, we're good, sis. Are they going to do one of these? But I will tell you this. I love a good Anderson Cooper because he's petty. Not only is Anderson petty, Anderson, let me just insert the clip for you. Enjoy.
Most powerful person in the world, and we see him like an obese turtle on his back, flailing in the hot sun, realizing his time is over. But he just hasn't accepted it, and he wants to take everybody down with him, including this country.
Anderson said, like an obese turtle on his back, flailing in the sun. You gotta love a good queen shade. Honey, the shade room is open always. I always love the library when Anderson and Dawn are in it at the same time reading for filth, okay? Moving on. Obviously, we're going to continue to pray for the best. We hope we get more results over the weekend. I'm just waiting to fully exhale. But can we talk about Aubrey ODay? Honey, Miss Aubrey is not here for the shits, and she is coming with the receipts and the smoke. She has been on Twitter lighting Twitter up. Not only is she lighting Twitter up, honey, okay, so let me give y'all the backstory. I did not know, because I just really stopped watching The Apprentice, but y'all know Aubrey ODay from Danny Kane was on The Apprentice back in 2011. So apparently back in 2011, Aubrey and Dawn Jr. had an affair during her time on The Apprentice and a little while afterwards. No, as I said, affair because Dawn was still married at the time. I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So anyways, so apparently she, I guess, still doesn't really roll with him anymore. So much so that, you know, she's been tweeting about Trump and everything else. But most importantly, she just went on this whole rampage against his family. She said that apparently she and Don Jr. used to do drugs together. Someone asked her how many NDAs did she have to sign. She said none. Because he said I was his soulmate. So that explains why sis is reckless at the mouth. And when I say reckless at the mouth, I mean doing us a service. Thank you so very much, Aubrey ODay, for laying in on this family and giving it to us the way we need to hear it, sugar. So I am just saying, Aubrey, girl, if you ain't got no NDA, sis, I hope you're working on a memoir. We need to know all the inner workings of this, you know, this back-ass backwards family, and keep the shade coming because it's quite entertaining. But as a side note, it is quite entertaining, but I still want to know, girl, like, you had an affair with Donald Jr.? Like, why? Like seriously, did you think it was going to make you win? I guess money can make you blind. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. So, Aunt Becky, Aunt Becky from Full House, Miss LoriLoughlin, she has reported to jail. And you know what I think is so funny about that sentence? Because it just seems so privileged to me. She got a chance to report to jail as if she was going to Betty Ford and checking herself into Betty Ford Clinic. How is it that I know. Oh, Brandon, you know the answer. Privilege. That's how she's able to report to jail. So anyways, Miss Mama is in the bid, honey, serving her 2-month bid for her college scandal fraud, paying to get her child into school, honey. And apparently, sources are saying that she went in feeling strong and mighty, and now that she's in the slammer, she is a wreck. And her mind is racing that anything bad can happen to her or her stay can get prolonged. First of all, sis, you checked into jail. You did not check into Four Seasons and the spa. So you know what? What you're feeling is what everybody else that's in jail probably feeling, that is actually in jail for crimes lesser than yours. For people that are in jail for crimes they didn't even commit. For people that are in jail for longer sentences, for charges less than yours. So, like, suck up your privilege, sis, and get through it. If you know, if you're smart, honey, you keep your head down low and read a book and find you a big Bertha or somebody to take care of you while you in the bed. Just put a few dollars on their book once you get out of jail. That's what you should do. If you didn't watch anything else except Full House on Becky, you should have been watching Orange is the New Black. You could have got a few tips or two on how to survive in jail. Because, honey, I don't think they taught that in your school of life. We are the Braxtons, and you'll see we're not like an ordinary family. Did you guys watch the premiere of Braxton Family Values last night? Oh, I did, child. So you know I had to watch it because all the drama with Tamar this summer leading up to the premiere of Braxton Family Values, I would be remiss if I didn't watch it. Not to mention I actually like watching the show. So they start the show off by obviously talking about Tamar's suicide attempt back in July, and they got all the sisters' reactions to it. And then they rewound to the beginning, I guess, of filming, which y'all know I had to do the math because the beginning of filming picks up with Trina getting married and leading up into like a bachelorette party, leading up into the wedding and things like that. So obviously, you know, I had to make sure they were being COVID safe, child, because they planned Trina's bachelorette party and they had all types of party favors walking around, dangling things in people's faces. So I was like, was this pre-COVID or post-COVID or during COVID? Because y'all running fancy free and footloose over there. But anyways, so it looks like this season will be shaping up kind of nice. But I will tell you, let's pause for the cause and talk about Tracy real quick. You know, all the girls came together. The only real, like, sister that still has an issue from last season is Tracy. Now, I need to know, is this going to be Tracy's forever storyline? Like, my sisters hurt me. Woe is me. They did me so wrong when I was like 20 and now I'm 50 something and I can't get over it type of thing. Because I need to know. Because sis is carrying around a heavy burden. And in the words of all the gospel greats, lay down your burden, sis. Because it's getting a little old to watch. Like the fact that she is proudly talking about, you know, I haven't talked to my sisters in 9 months since Napa. You know, I'm going to show up for Trina's bachelorette party, but I'm not going to hee-hee and ha-ha and make them think everything's good because there's still an elephant in the room. Sis, you had 9 months to get this elephant out the room, or at least shrink the elephant. But you have admitted that you barely talked to your sisters and even your mother in the course of 9 months. So I just need to know, Tracy, you can't be victim forever, ever, and a day, amen. Sis, you gotta sometimes do the work as well. And if you this hurt, it sounds like you need to go to a real therapist and not the ones y'all get for play for this show and work through and unpack this because this is not healthy. And I'm telling you, I got maybe one more season of listening to your trauma that stems from, again, when you was 20, 30 years ago before I'm out. Now, moving on, Tamar, I can already see, is acting like Tamar, especially during this whole bachelorette party. She act like she holier than thou and she's saved and she can't enjoy this bachelor party with her sister and all these party favors that are walking around naked and stuff. Now, I will say this. Gotta love you some living legend Toni Braxton. She looks amazing. You pick up with Toni as she's working through a photo shoot for her new album and on the music video. But most importantly, let's talk about the fate of this show. Y'all know Tamar no longer works for WeTV, but y'all know that Tamar is actually the creator of this show, and she's the executive producer along with Toni, and then the other sisters are co-executive producers along with Mama Evelyn. Now, Trina and Tawanda went on to talk about how they went to Tamar and they asked her how she felt about them continuing on with the show after her. So I guess, you know, they're hoping to get another season. And obviously with Tamar not working for WeTV anymore, she's no longer a part of the Braxton Family Value television show. So, you know, they went on to say that unfortunately, even though Tamar had her experience with the network, Tamar's experience is not their experience. And they would really like to continue to go on to give us fans good quality TV. Y'all know that spells, right? AKA, they need a check. Hello? If it wasn't for this TV show, would we even care about Tracy, Tawanda, and Trina, and Tamar? Like, no. This TV show gave them a platform, and we fell in love with Tamar, and obviously, Toni Braxton, Living Legend, is our ultimate fave. But the other three, they would have still been doing doo-wop, pop, pop for Toni Braxton if we didn't get this show. So obviously it makes sense that they want to continue on so they can clear a check. So do y'all know the rapper TEKASHI 6ix9ine? I hope I pronounced that well. Y'all know I'm a little mature. Child, well, apparently he was kidnapped, and his kidnapper has now been sentenced to 24 years in jail. That seems like a long jail sentence to just kidnap somebody, but I just need to, first of all, understand a few things. One, who kidnaps this man, first of all? Two, was this a bet? Like, I'm trying to figure out really legitimately why somebody would kidnap this rapper of all people. Nonetheless, apparently the kidnapper got 24 years because he also is the leader of other gang-related activities across the U.S., along with slashing a man's face. So apparently this kidnapper actually has street creds. And if he's a leader for gang-related activities, don't you think kidnapping somebody, by, obviously he had an accomplice to do it, but don't you think kidnapping somebody is below his pay grade? I don't know. But apparently this man kidnapped TEKASHI 6ix9ine and stole a bag of jewelry from him, this little leprechaun looking of a man, and then dropped him off a few blocks away from his house. Oh, and by the way, they forced him into a car at gunpoint. Now, first of all, I don't know what kind of kidnappers also play Uber on the side, but if you kidnapping somebody, you really dropping the kidnappee off a few blocks from his house? It sounds real fishy to me. It sounds like TEKASHI 6'9", double inch, quarter pounder with cheese. Somebody owed somebody some money, and those people hired this kidnapper to collect on this debt. Because again, you stole a bag of jewelry and dropped this man off at home. Okay, 5 stars for you for your Uber services. Anyway, Shaw, I thought it was quite hilarious, and I just wanted to share it with you. Nonetheless, it is Friday, and I hope you guys take a moment to breathe. Don't get sucked into the television with this election, and take a moment to enjoy your sanity and your peace. Be safe over the weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. But before I get out of here, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel if you like this video if you like, and leave me a comment. Who loves you? I do. See you on Monday, guys. Bye.